Well, my friends, I wanted to make a video on gun control, and I've heard arguments from both. I've heard arguments on both sides, and I don't believe that eliminating guns is gonna, is a good idea. Um, but there has to be some type of control. You can't. I mean, you can't go to the extremes where you're gonna uh, sell automatic weapons without any type of background check, like it happens at gun shows, because I mean, obviously, it's that the people who are deranged out there, and people who have records can just records of violence and child molestation and rapists and all that stuff. They can go and buy it at a Florida show, and just that's it. Just start killing. Or use it to kidnap people and children and all that stuff and rape. So you do want to have some control in those areas. Um, Also, I've heard the argument that no matter no matter what we have done, there's nothing that we could have done to prevent all these mass shootings. That's not true. That's like saying that drug prevention and education does not work. Okay, so and we do know that drug prevention does work, and addiction treatment does work, and all those things. Also, we can't also, because using the argument for Chicago. Look, Chicago, you're not supposed to. Yeah, but other places in the state in Illinois, you can or neighboring states, you can buy guns and just run them in there and buy as many automatic guns and run them in there. So that's the argument falls. Then people say, oh well, you have people driving trucks, and are we going to outlaw trucks? No, we have to. I mean, first of all, how many people can you injure? 560 people and kill 60 people with a truck, injuring 500 without I mean, the knife thing. Are we going to outlaw knife? Well, a stabbing can occur, and you can kill a couple of people before people jump you or something like that. It's not like you can throw 500 knives per minute from a tower and hit people down there and kill them all. Eventually, people start moving out of the way, and it would be a pretty stupid thing to try to do, to try to kill people with throwing five. First of all, I don't know who can throw 500 knives, or you get the reasoning. The thing is, you can people fill trucks up with fertilizer and blow places up. Yes, after the Oklahoma, probably before. I'm not sure if it was before the Oklahoma bombing. I think it was after that. Now the sales of fertilizers, of ammonium nitrate, which is what they use in the fertilizer, and people who want to build a bomb use it. They're controlled now, so they have to be registered. So how many truck bombings after that happened? So it does work. Some type of control does work. You can't use the argument that all of a sudden it's going to affect responsible gun owners. So it's not. It's not, because the responsible gun owner, first of all, and then the other thing is that I think um, the other thing is that I think that you can't use the argument to say that it's going to affect gun owners, which, like, they can get a gun. So you don't need 600 rounds per minute, 500 rounds per minute to to hunt deer. For God's sake, I mean, unless you want to eat lead poisoned deer, venison. I mean, it's ridiculous. You don't need that stuff unless you're in a battle zone. Um, so you don't need to do that. They need to outlaw the bump triggers. It turns it into an automatic weapon. So anything that makes it into an automatic weapon for the street, and if you're not in law enforcement and stuff like that, they need to outlaw that stuff. You don't need that. That's just. And I think that if you're going to buy a machine gun, you need a semi-automatic assault rifle. I believe people need to be, especially since I doubt it that they're going to restrict the capacity of magazines. Uh, Before you get your hands, somebody can get their hands on a semi-automatic war gun, which is what they are. AR-15s, AK-47s. That's what they are. Um, they should have a mental health evaluation to make sure that they're not, schizophrenic or stuff like that. Because, oh, what if they're on their meds? Yes, but there are instances when a lot of people in the mental health that have mental health issues, they go off their meds, or they can get to their meds, or they have a schizophrenic episode even with the meds. Or people who have severe depression or something like that, we're trying to curb down the genocide by gun that's been happening in the United States. After 9/11, there have been over 180,000 humans dead by gunfire, and something needs to be done about that. So yes, the conversation. This is the right moment to have it. And I think it's deplorable and disgusting that the right wing doesn't want to talk about it while they continue to take millions and millions of dollars from the gun industry. Who they're the ones who pay for their ad campaigns. I mean, I've seen the numbers that they've received in ad campaigns to get elected, and it is ungodly. We need to get Citizens United overturned so that all these corporations cannot continue to buy our taxpayer funded elected officials, and start getting into the business of taking care of the people and protecting them from corporations. And right, as it is right now, they've lobbied their way into being completely unaccountable. Nobody can sue gun companies because they lobbied. They paid good money, big money, so that they could not get sued when their stuff gets used for mass murders, or the stuff malfunctions, like the Remington rifle that's been malfunctioning forever. You just touch it in cold weather and fires. I mean, they're untouchable, and we need to do away with that. Imagine a car that when you started it, it blew up. It's like, whoops, we can't sue anybody. Oh, good luck. Hey, but can we sell you another car? We have another one. We can't go there. We have to hold these companies accountable, and have sensible gun reform that respects the rights of the individuals, and also protects the people of our community. Thank you.